A few months ago, on January 7th, Jeremy Renner celebrated his 54th birthday. That was not just another year of his life, but also his second year of rebirth. In this video, we're going to talk about Jeremy's entire recovery journey after being completely crushed, as well as the incredible actions he has taken throughout his life that have helped hundreds of people in vulnerable situations. Today, you're going to discover the real-life hero that Jeremy Renner truly is. You might already know this, but it's worth revisiting the details of what happened. On January 1st, 2023, Renner was in Reno, Nevada, celebrating the new year with his family. That day, a snowstorm hit hard enough to shut down Mount Rose Highway near their home. According to the incident report from the Washoe County Sheriff's Office, the actor used his snowcat, a snow removal machine, to clear the road on his property and tow the pickup truck used by his nephew. But as stated in the sheriff's report and confirmed by Jeremy himself, when he stepped out of the snowcat, the machine began sliding toward his nephew. In an attempt to climb back onto the equipment, he ended up being run over and crushed by the steel tracks. The snowcat only came to a stop moments later in a snowbank in front of a neighbor's house. Seeing what had happened, the neighbor called emergency services in a panic. Jeremy described the situation as disorienting, barely able to breathe or understand the condition of his body.
I started to move my legs and I said, oh, that one's really messed up. But I said, oh yeah, that's gonna be a problem. And they're like, what's my body look like? Am I just gonna be like a spine and a brain, like a science experiment? Is that my existence now? What's my existence gonna be like?
His neighbors helped him with towels until the paramedics arrived. Renner was airlifted to the hospital and underwent surgery the following day. Doctors considered his condition critical, but stable. According to Jeremy's representatives, who spoke to the press that same day, he experienced significant blood loss, suffered blunt chest trauma, and orthopedic injuries that affected his leg and other parts of his body. More than 30 bones were broken. The actor spent around 15 days in the hospital, and on January 17, he was discharged to continue treatment and physical therapy at home, supported by the love and care of his family. Jeremy also received a great deal of support, both from local health and safety professionals and from his fans and fellow cast members. Without a doubt, this was the most difficult moment of his life, and ABC even produced a documentary exclusive interview detailing the actor's recovery process.
Hey, look at you! Look at you! Oh! It is so great to see you in every way. Oh, I don't want to touch anything that hurts.
Oh, everything's good.
American football, music, movies. It's hard to define Jeremy Renner by just one thing, as he has always been a very versatile person when it comes to talents, personal interests, and hobbies. In my opinion, among the Marvel actors, he might be one of the most underrated, and definitely someone who deserves a documentary here on the channel in the future. What many people don't know is that long before film and acting caught his attention, music was Jeremy's greatest passion. By the age of 12, he had already taught himself to play the guitar, drums, and piano. But that passion wasn't just a hobby. Renner played for a few years in a rock band called Sons of Ben and has contributed to numerous film soundtracks, including North Country, American Pie, and The Assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford.
You have faith in God above, if the Bible tells you so. And did you believe in rock and roll?
Even as an actor, he's taken on major roles. He was even nominated for an Oscar for Best Actor in 2010 for The Hurt Locker and for Best Supporting Actor for The Town. Two films I recommend you watch are first, Wind River, a neo-western or modern-day western where Renner plays an experienced hunter who has lost his daughter and seeks to investigate and avenge the death of a young indigenous woman who was dearly loved in his close circle. This film also stars Elizabeth Olsen and is a suspenseful investigation in which the setting, culture, and even the weather play a huge role in the story, which is something that I always appreciate in a story. It's also based on real-life cases. In fact, in this film, Renner had to operate equipment in the snow, something he's quite familiar with. The second film is from the early days of his career, called SWAT. It's worth watching not just for the action, but also because we get to see a younger Jeremy playing a character with bad intentions and low morals, a side of him we're not used to seeing these days. And speaking of different sides of Jeremy Renner, there's one that not everyone is familiar with. Renner has always been deeply involved in helping his community, and even after the accident, his dedication to various causes hasn't stopped. He runs the Rennervation Foundation, a nonprofit organization dedicated to supporting at-risk children and youth. His foundation aims to provide a safe space and education so that these kids can grow, develop, and have real opportunities in life. One of the projects his organization carries out involves purchasing out-of-service trucks and buses from the state and repurposing them to serve the community in some way. Whether it's transforming a bus into a recreational center or into a mobile learning space where Jeremy teaches kids how to write, play, and develop their musical talents, even giving new functions to old equipment, like this fire truck that was once used at the airport and is now used by Renner to help put out wildfires in his hometown.
There's a lot of concern on the Avengers family chat, like, what is Renner doing? He's going a little off the rails.
I hope this demonstrates how easy it is to make a giant difference in other people's lives.
What I'm trying to do is repurpose them, reimagine them, and renovate them to serve this community back again, just in a different way.
This is dope.
On top of that, Renner participates in several charity events, such as the Heroes for Kids Celebrity Poker Showdown, where celebrities and wealthy individuals have fun playing poker, and the prize money is donated to organizations that support vulnerable children. And there are also countless other organizations he may not be directly involved with, but still supports financially. So, did I change the way you see Jeremy Renner at least a little bit? Let me know in the comments if you're a fan of this actor. Just a reminder, he plays Hawkeye, and every time he's been in a Marvel movie, the Avengers never lost. Just saying. Anyway, thank you so much for watching all the way through. Give the video a like if you enjoyed it, and right here on the screen, you'll see 2 more videos from the channel. One is more like an opinion piece, and the other is a documentary. See you next time. Hey guys, I recently discovered that Marvel wanted to do a season 2 of the Hawkeye series. But when they went to negotiate with Jeremy, they offered to pay him only half of what he received in the first season. That's insane. I mean, didn't they just pay more than $100 million to bring RDJ back? I think this is really disrespectful, and in my opinion, as much as I would love to see Jeremy again in his series, I think he's right to decline the offer. What do you think about that? Okay, so now it's the really goodbye. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, please. And watch my other videos. I make documentaries about the stars of these films, their lives, and also the behind the scenes stuff that not everyone talks about.